Okay, so today we're going to be going over Bear's training equipment and his commands. So for heel means walk with me, and his ears should be lined up with the seam of your pants or the middle of your thigh, and he'll stay in that position. And then sit is sit whenever you're going in and out of the door, sit waiting for his food, or you're on a walk with Bear and people are passing by, you pull off to the side, have him sit, and then you go back into your heel position. And then recall or come when called is he's out sniffing out in the yard somewhere, and you call him back to you, and he comes right back to you and sits, and then gets his reward. Down is to lay down on the floor, so lay down whenever you're just sitting there and you need him to lay down next to you. And then leave it is something accidentally gets dropped on the floor. You remind Bear to leave it, and then you can go pick it up so that he can't get to it. And then place is it's a place on an elevated bed where he stays there while you're having dinner or guests coming over, and he's not allowed off of that until you use the word free. For him to do break any of his commands, you need to say the word free or use another command, because one command can break the other. So now we're going to get into his training equipment. And his prong. To unhook the prongs, to be able to put it on Bear, you will put your thumb here, hold this side, and you just pull the opposite way with your hands. To put it together, pinch these two right here, and they slide right back in. I'll show you one more time this way, and then put it back together. So whenever you put this on Bear for a walk, you'll hook him to this D-ring right here. There's this O-ring, but you'll never need to use that. So we always connect Bear to the D-ring with his leash. Whenever you ask Bear to sit and he doesn't sit, you pull up with the prong. It's just a quick pop and release to make him sit. You'll have this prong on Bear, and then his e-collar. To turn his remote on, there's this L button in the back. You will press and hold until the screen lights up. And then to turn on the collar, there's a red button, or a red little dot right there on the collar, and then a red dot right there on his remote. You just touch the two together, it's a magnet, and it lights up green. And to turn it off, you just touch it again the same way. So this black S button right here is to use as a correction. So you'll have Bear's prong on like this, his e-collar. You ask him to sit, he doesn't sit. You tap that black S button right there. So his level is at a 15. So it's 15 out of 100. That's not very high at all. That's his correction level. So whenever he's not in a heel position or he starts to go a little too far forward, you just tap that black S button and tell him Fooey heel, or Fooey and then Foos. So that is that button. This red button right here is for boost. So I've not needed to use that button for Bear. That one is set at 31. It just doubles from his correction to the boost. So the red S button we never use. It's for emergencies only. If you call Bear back to you and you say Bear here and he doesn't respond with the black S button, that's when you would use the red S button. It's for emergencies only, and I've not needed to use that. On the other side is that T button, the black T button. It's just a vibrate. You might be able to hear it on there. So we don't use the vibrate button. It's just not enough of a correction. So we only use the black S button. This MC button back here, you don't need to worry about that either. The collar's already set up for you. So this black L button right here, if you tap it once, it turns into a flashlight. You tap it a second time, and it flashes. And then turn it another time and it just turns it off. So to unlock and lock the remote to change the number, you will just hold down on this button right here until it lights up, and then you can turn it to whatever number you need. I'm gonna set it back down to 15. And then you just push it down until it stops blinking like that. So now it's set back up again to 15. Whenever we put the e-collar on Bear, it needs to fit snug right underneath his chin. He has little pockets on each side of his neck, and this little box will just fit right in one of those pockets. So it fits snug, not tight, but snug enough that you can only fit about a finger in there. So if it gets loose, it rubs, it can create some irritation in a hot spot. So Bear can wear this whenever he is swimming. It is waterproof, but whenever he is done swimming, you'll need to take it off, let his skin and hair dry, and then you can put it back on. So it is rechargeable. There's a little charging port right here underneath these prongs. And then on the remote, it's this little thing right back here. So whenever, if he does go swimming, if Bear does go swimming, we always want to make sure that that little port is closed so that it doesn't ruin the electronics in there. And then you have a charger in here. You can charge both of them at the same time. And then it comes with this little tool right here. It's to tighten down these prongs right before you go swimming, or he's going to be in contact with water. We always want to make sure that those are good and tight so that water doesn't get in there. So Bear's prong will fit just like this on him, and then you'll have his e-collar sit like this. And whenever we ask Bear to do any sort of command, we will tell him, Bear, sit. He doesn't sit. We'll pull up with the prong, and we will hit this black S button. So we want to correct the behavior that we don't like and reward the behavior that we do like. So whenever we go on a walk and Bear's in the correct heel position, we'll say, yes, good Foos, reward him, treat him. Whenever he's doing something good, we want to make sure that we really reward that to increase the chances that he just keeps doing everything correctly. And then we want to make sure that we correct the things that we don't like to decrease the chance that he does that in the future. And now we're going to show you Bear's commands.
You're good. Hi. Off. Good. Off. 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 Good. Off. Good. Off. Free. Good boy.
Place. Good place. 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 Excuse you. Good place. 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 Good place. Free. Good boy, Bear. Good. Close. Free. He's a good boy. Close. Free. Free. Good boy. You're free. Close. Free. Right there. Come here. Good boy. You didn't get your eyes out. Good boy. Just good boy. Yeah.